Gossip Girl Season 1 Episode 3 was marked an improvement from the first two episodes of the reboot. It finally has some character development. We'll first start off with the teachers, who are probably the most problematic characters at this stage. It was inevitable that the school would want to smoke out the person behind the Gossip Girl account. Kate and the other two knew very well that Rima wouldn't be able to resist posting. In their quest to make people take accountability, they have gotten the person least involved in the plot fired. I'm struggling with whether that's bad writing or just three people realizing that they can mess with the lives of as many people as they like for their own satisfaction. There was growth for Kate in episode 2 when she deleted the photo, but in this last episode, her act has literally made the remaining three teachers the villains. Now, Rafa is not my favorite, but the fact that they were prepared for him to take the fall for the account when he had nothing to do with it was very telling. It's a shame that Rima didn't recognize she was ultimately used as a fall guy. I'm unsure why she allowed the other three to get off with it so easily when she was so very clearly set up. Maybe she might reveal down the line that Kate and the other teachers are behind the account once she has enough evidence against them. I do see this happening. What do you guys think about this? Let me know down in the comments below. It would make more sense. On top of that, Rima's career has been debunked by this insanity, so it's hard to believe that she would allow Kate and the other teachers to get away with it so easily. Widening the scope of Gossip Girl to put every school in New York under surveillance is not a bad idea, but it would make the concept of the show more complicated than it needs to be. Yes, they're horrible teenagers, but they shouldn't be followed unless any of the characters are headed to another school. As things stand, Kate and her minions need to go. They're the enemies and there's no chance I'll ever be able to think of them otherwise. Max's plan to mess with Rafa was a typical Max move. He likes to start fires and then sits back and watch the world burn. He's the best type of character because he has no guilt about ruining lives. Using Aki to pose as Rafa was out there, but if the show wants to shine a light on what people are doing on their phone, it worked. There have been some obvious issues in Max's parents' relationship for some time, and it's not uncommon. Now that Max has made his power move, he's actually helped them realize that there is an issue in their relationship. Something tells me that Max is going to continue to self-destruct in the coming episode. His pursuit of Rafa has been very concerning, but at least Rafa was there when he needed him the most. As long as this stays platonic, I might be able to get on board with Rafa helping Max work through his issues. But then again, this is Gossip Girl, so I think this won't last long. Max has finally pushed Aki and Audrey away from him, and that's a cause of concern. Aki and Audrey also have deep-rooted issues in their relationship. If they don't confront them soon, well, there are going to be big problems. The chaos surrounding them as they each thought that Gossip Girl was about to expose them perfectly highlighted just how well Gossip Girl thrives when rumors are being spread about the character. Now, Zoya turning to Luna was the biggest mistake she could ever make. But Luna is the type of character who will go wherever the power does, so it was right on brand for her to entertain the possibility of giving little Z a glow up. Zoya was naive to think that Luna wouldn't use anything she told her against her because the bomb surrounding Z and Nick residing in the grandmother's rent-controlled apartment is going to come back to bite them. Having the two sisters stop the fight has actually made me enjoy the show more, but with Luna and Mona scheming to drive a wedge between them, it will be fun to see how Julian reacts to her friends. Julian's scheming to find out what her father was hiding was perfectly executed. Julian is a multi-layered character that people wrongly associate as a villain, and I appreciate the writers making her underestimate her father's relationship with Lola. Transparency matters, and if Davis is lying to his daughter, how will she ever be able to trust anything he says? Lola being a singer and a songwriter is mildly concerning because it makes me think she could be wanting to go public with Davis because of what it could do for her career. So maybe she is just using him. On top of that, I don't believe that Lola didn't know who Julian was at the bar. Surely she must have searched everything there is to know about his life when they first got together. Julian is an influencer and she's literally everywhere. Episode 3 really sets itself apart from the original series. They just need to get rid of the teachers, which would make the show so much better. Hit the like button if you're tired of Kate's scheming.